Copy direct.
Inside these walls, everyone has time on their hands.
It's like Groundhog Day, honestly. It's the same thing every day.
And time seems to move at a different beat.
What do you need a clock for? They'll let you know when it's over.
I'd like to see that change.
Cheryl Stieberger has worked here for 20 years, and her time to move to Warden happened in February.
You know, we're moving forward and we're changing our atmosphere around here.
Part of that means sometimes letting in new visitors.
What do you want in here?
Give a few people a reason to smile for one night. It's not a bad idea.
Cordy Byron is a Lancaster-based singer and songwriter. He's played in venues around the country, but this time,
I was the one who said I should be playing at the prison.
2 sets, one for women, another for men, open only to inmates who earn the privilege to, just for a few minutes, have a good time.
I look out there, everybody looks like me.
All right, one more.
Everybody was like, oh, I hope he sings that Johnny Cash song, because we're in prison.
This will make for a better place here, and if our inmates see that we care, the atmosphere will just be different, and it makes the officer's job much easier here.
She's trying to make a lot of good changes for everybody as a whole, you know, make us feel more as a person and not a number.
Byron hopes the next time he plays for these fans, it'll be on the outside for good.
No matter who you are or what you do to live, thrive, and survive, there are things that make all of us the same, and you know, people need to be excellent to each other. That's really all I have to say.
In Lancaster County Prison, Mike Straub, News 8.
Life on a farm is not life for everyone.
365 days a year, the animals need to eat.
But it's how the Shaw family in Dauphin County lives. And at 19 years old, Tyler Shaw has grown to love it.
After a while, you just wouldn't see it any other way.
As comfortable as Tyler feels in the farm, though, he was not raised a farmer. Doesn't come from a long line of them. Instead, he has one experience to thank for introducing him to his passion.
We're still learning and growing from those original seeds that were planted at the farm show many years ago.
12 years ago, Tyler's family took a trip to the Pennsylvania Farm Show and got roped in.
So I guess when we got older, we started doing more.
For me, I just was really drawn to the rabbits.
Ashley Shaw was with her brother on that first trip and fell in love with the idea of farm life. So much so that after that farm show, her family bought her a rabbit. And since then, their backyard has become home to mini ponies, some goats and sheep, cows, and that first rabbit has multiplied to more than 70. Youngest sister Maddie cares for them now too.
I don't know if it's the animals or what's keeping me going, but I definitely enjoy it, and I don't know who I would be without them.
The Shaws are an example of the farm families that have kept the Pennsylvania Farm Show going for 100 years.
We definitely look forward to it, much like Christmas.
This is our ribbon collection.
Proof of their success at farm shows hangs in their kitchen. Ribbons from placing with their animals in the fashion show, even first prize for baking the best pineapple upside down cake.
There's just like our wall of memories that we can sit down and look at as a family and just kind of remember, you know, what all goes into it, and the outcome when you put in the work, you get a lot out of it.
It's also a tribute to what the farm show originally set out to become.
Maybe you and Tyler could take
A place where even a family of first-generation farmers can go up against the rest and still has the same chance to win.
July 8th, and the budget is more than a week late. But you remember, those guys passed a budget on time, but it didn't have a spending plan, and that's why the governor won't sign it. It's like you make an offer on a house and the seller accepts, but then you make contracts for new windows and a new roof, and then the bank says, how are you gonna pay for it? And you're like, we're still kind of figuring that out, and if we don't figure it out, we're gonna lose the house. So to fund that budget, there's all kinds of ideas being thrown around. One is a gross receipts tax on your natural gas bill. If that sounds familiar, just look at your electric bill. You'll see it right there in the fine print. We already pay one on electricity. Some lawmakers just want to even out our energy taxes. Lawmakers get back to work here on Sunday night, and they're facing a new deadline. The governor has to either sign that budget into law or veto it by Monday night. On your side, something has happened in the Susquehanna Valley and the country. The election season is different than any we've ever experienced. We set out to find out why. We didn't want to hear from pundits or politicians. We wanted to talk to voters. What matters to you? Why are you feeling the way you are? And these are some of your answers.
Can I help you today, sir?
Opened in 1730, they get 17,000 visitors every week, buying some of the most unique Pennsylvania Dutch goodies and offering equally unique perspectives.
There we are. Have a good day now.
Oh, geez. That's a tough one there.
It's almost like a fourth grade spitting contest. It feels like right now that you know there's it's gone beyond civility to just insult.
And I think people just want to go a new direction.
Is it just me? Am I just like starting to see the world as a bigger picture? I'm like, or is this the worst election ever? I said, because I can't tell if that's just me being able to open my eyes bigger or if it really is that bad. And they said, no, it really is that bad. And I was like, oh, now I'm really worried.
The powers that be have not been concerned with the 70% unemployment rate among disabled people and the penalties for marriage for disabled people. So we're a disenfranchised lot to begin with, and a lot of us are pretty frustrated.
What am I worried about? I'm worried about Trump being president.
Radical Muslim influence in our world, even this week in the United States. I don't think we can just put our head in the sand and think it's just happening in the Mideast or in Europe.
My life personally, that I'm not getting kicked out the country, and I don't want to be abandoned because I'm a human being. So, can I help you, sweetie?
Hi, how many?
If you've stood in line for a potato donut at the Farm Show food court, you know you haven't been alone.
It's very crazy, especially when we have a really long line.
But I bet you didn't know what kind of company you're in.
So here's 1 6-bag.
It is something to see how many people come through in a day's time.
Can I help you?
This year, the potato growers are chasing history.
Non-stop, a whole day long.
All right, $4.
If they sell more than last year's total, they'll set a new Farm Show potato donut record. So they just need to top 33,000 dozen, or nearly 400,000 donuts.
We'll beat it. Yeah, we will. We'll beat this record.
So far, she might be right. Workers have had to come in an hour earlier than normal this week just to get a head start on dropping the donuts.
This is the only time of the year you can get them.
And the new variety, cinnamon and sugar, has really taken off.
I think they're good. I really like them.
There you go.
So as if you needed another reason to eat a donut, now you have one.
You're welcome.
Help make Farm Show history.
Oh, absolutely great.